says, dear applicant, we are pleased to tell you you were determined you're exempt from federal income tax under the IRS, Internal Revenue Code, IRC, Section 501c3. Donors can deduct contributions they make to your IRS Section 170. You're also qualified to receive tax-deductible bequests, devises, transfers, or gifts under Section 2055, 2106, or 2522. This letter could help resolve questions on your exempt status. Please keep it for your records. So I got approved for a 501c3, a nonprofit, and I had to open up a banking account. And so I went to U.S. Bank, opened the account with Chelsea Freeman. And first of all, I had an appointment one day, went down to the bank. The guy was sick. They told me to come back. Then I did this appointment with Chelsea. I went to the bank, gave them all my information. And she was trying to say, oh, your information is not complete. Honey, a law firm did my paperwork. My paperwork is complete. So she went ahead and opened the account. She called me back for to come down there a second time. And I went down there and she asked me the same questions she had asked me previously, which I think she intentionally messed up my paperwork. Because I've never been to a bank where they keep asking you to come back to the bank. What are you asking me to come back to the bank for? I am new to the nonprofit business. I'm just learning. I did hire a lawyer, a law firm, to start it for me. Because you know how you have the idea, but you need help to get started. $5,999 to this law firm on my American Express. So I paid the law firm initially $5,999, almost $6,000 to do grant paperwork and a trademark and this other stuff they claimed I needed, right? And so I get home. Well, they called me. This was January. Let me see, can I find this date? January 25th of 2022. I went to the bank. And Chelsea did this paperwork for me. Then, this is the second time I went to the bank. Then they called me again. They want me to come to the bank a third time. Now, what is Chelsea doing wrong with her business that she don't know how to open up a business? I don't work there. A business checking account. That's all I needed for Chelsea Freeman to do. And which I think she intentionally messed up the paperwork, didn't send the paperwork, or doing something trying to stop my progress. First, you say you need your articles of incorporation, which this basically just says who I am and who my volunteers are. So I have 2 college interns. So interns don't get paid, and you can't get paid with nonprofits anyway, but my plan is to limit how much they do because I'm not going to be working people for free. That doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? You got bills, you got mortgages, you got all these things, and they want people to volunteer for free. But they have had so many instances where people have been scamming with the nonprofits. And I'm learning why, because these people do all this work and cannot get paid. So like I said, I've been to the bank twice already. And then they called me a third time and said, you need to do something before February 23rd. February 23rd just happens to be my birthday. I just happen to be in Las Vegas. And I'm not going to drop everything I'm doing to go back to the bank. It doesn't make sense to me. So why would I go back to the bank and only think... Yeah, so January 19th, they made this is my second appointment to go down there on January 25th. I tried to bring up the initial appointment. I could not find the initial appointment. But the bank, this is supposed to be business, right? Y'all don't know how to handle business. They just kept calling me. So this is the statement to my email. The bank just kept calling me. Like, I'm opening up the account. I'm trying to figure out how everything works. I'm studying. I'm learning. And so this guy told me, he texted me and he was like, you have so many days. Like, I'm not finna rip and run every time y'all tell me to jump. I already did that like twice. You guys should take care of everything while I'm there for the first visit and be done with it. I've never had a bank, like in my your personal business relationship. You just open it once and then you start getting deposits, right? So with this nonprofit, I hired a law firm. They are supposed to get me a grant. And I need somewhere for the business grant to go. And I wanted it to go into this business checking account. And so this is the check. They've been getting on my nerves for $100. Yes, $100 is the only thing that I've deposited into this account so far. I want the account to be open so it can receive funding like grants. So if I get a $30,000 grant, then I immediately go to work and start paying mortgages, paying rent, things like that, right? But I'm still in the learning process. So I don't know why they were so hell-bent calling me back to the bank 3 and 4 times over this little $100. It was not like I was in and out, depositing big loads of money, transferring money. No, I did nothing like that with this account. And these heifers closed my U.S. bank account. And it says account review. The only thing I can think of is Chelsea didn't do her job. You know what I'm saying? The bank account is supposed to sit there until I start getting funding. This bank account was not hurting anybody. Probably somebody's feelings for a black woman to even have the audacity to try to get into this field and start paying lawyers. But can't nobody stop what's for you. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know if they were looking at my personal YouTube, my personal Facebook account. All the money that I have in my personal accounts come from military service. They probably wondering and scared, like, where's this money come from? What is she doing? All you have to do was ask me, and I would tell you I don't have anything to hide. Nothing at all. And when you opened up this account, you looked at my personal credit, which is excellent. And according to Experian, I'm in like the 1% of people who pay bills. So that's why I wanted to start this. I was like, okay, they give me the money. I'm going to not give it to the people. I'm going to actually go out and pay the bills for them. And so it's obviously they trying to stop me from being successful in my business life. So the original money that I paid to the law firm, they were supposed to do a grant writing service, right? And this was last year. April 21st would be 1 year, right? And I told them, I said, you guys, I haven't received the grant. So they said, we're going to write one grant. And I was like, I would have never have paid you guys $5,999 for a maybe. You're going to write one grant, and they say if you get it or not, we wrote the grant. So basically, you could have just put anything on that paper. I don't know. I'm not the grant writer. If you guys say you do this professionally, then I should be getting a grant. I have a grant by now. And I told them that I was not pleased with their services. And so they sent me back the $1,500 to my credit card, which I paid, right? So this is the $1,500 credit to my account. But then they said they're going to terminate the trademark. I didn't mention the trademark, so why are you guys terminating the trademark? So obviously I've been catching hell with this, and I'm just been sitting here at home catching hell. They was like, well, you should be out raising money. Well, first of all, let me get the paperwork straight first. And the paperwork telling me I can't make no money. So why am I going to be doing all this work? What I'll do, I'll pay you to do the work. And once it's complete, but see, I paid them and it didn't get done. So they want you to rip and run. And I'm like, all the information I'm getting from you guys is not adding up. It's not adding up. So I'm not finna go start begging people for money. I want you to write the grant. That's enough money for me. If I get $30,000 for 1 year, that'll be enough for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to work that hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do something, make a difference on something, but I'm not trying to do the whole world. You know what I'm saying? I can help a few people per year, and that would be good enough for me. But I'm not sure what else. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they have their favorites they push through, family members, friends, people like that. And then when someone else tries to learn, they don't do anything. Because I'm on a Facebook page where a lot of people, but during the pandemic, a lot of people was trying to start their own businesses, right? And according to the statistics, it's like 90% of people have LLCs, but they're not doing anything. But when you learn the business, it's like you paying taxes on this. The only people who was really getting over with the PPP, people who was like getting $1 million buying the homes. When you try to do it honest, they give you the runaround. So that's why people try to find the loopholes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm studying so I don't have to get caught up with the IRS, and I'm taking my time. And I guess they want me to sell drugs or whatever and I shouldn't say that. They want me to do something to put some money in the account, but the money that I get is only going to be coming from grants. It's not going to be from any other sources. So I don't know why they closed this account, because if I do get a grant, it's going to have to go somewhere, but it will not be going to U.S. Bank because of the way they treated me. It will be going to somewhere else. But it doesn't make sense because, like, the account was just sitting there. And I went down there twice, spoke on the phone a couple of times. And I say, I have never in my life been so annoyed by a bank over this little $100, which could have increased in time. The account is sitting. I don't know why they don't understand that the account is sitting with open arms, ready to receive. I don't have money to dump into the account right now. And the money I used for my vacation was for me.